Hey, welcome to my channel. My name is Ruth, and let's chat about the Letters of Enchantment series, Divine Arrival, and Ruthless Vows. So, thank you to my friend introducing me to this book because I really love this book and it was just amazing. I loved the idea of romanticizing writing. So let me go ahead and just give you a little bit of the insert here. When two young rival journalists find love through a magical connection, they must face the depth of hell in a war between gods to seal their fate forever. Doesn't that sound romantic? So, going on this writing binge here. So we have these two characters, Iris and Roman. They're kind of like competitors with each other because they work for a like newspaper and they have to write about the war or just anything that's going on. And so they're in competition for this position. And to me, I love both of them. I think they complement each other, but they also are similar in a sense of like their passion for writing, their competitive spirit, but also their different personalities complement each other. So Iris is more soft. Roman, he is straight edge, but also very like serious. And of course, they also come from like different socio-economic background. With Iris, I love that she pokes fun at Roman and knows how to poke fun at Roman because he has this middle name. It starts with a C. She doesn't know what it means, and so she'll like whenever she like talks to him, she'll say a letter that starts with a C for his middle name. So I love that little back and forth that they have with each other, and I love that in the newspaper they call each other by their last names. I don't know. I really like that when you call your friends by their last name. Sometimes it's really cool. Love the idea of also romanticizing writing. There technically there's no difference in a sense of like if you write to someone via letter or text message, because sometimes you do like have to like think before you write these out. But with text message, you do associate it with like instant messaging, right? Like you want a quick response. Whatever you text out is kind of like what you think of at that time. Versus like writing a letter or writing anything, you kind of have to take your time. Maybe you do an outline, right? To kind of organize your thoughts before putting it on paper. So there's little differences like that. Also, have any of you all like during like high school, middle school, pass notes to each other? Do you still do that? Let me know. So main character I love a lot. Also the side characters too. I think they played a great part in just pushing the story forward, but you also kind of fall in love with the side characters because they really do care for Iris and Roman, but they also help with their development too. So I really appreciate when authors really think about their side characters and not just putting them in there just to put them in there. There's a quote in the book that I love and want to share because I think it talks to a lot of us, especially because when we think of strength, we think of like, oh, you have to contribute with like being able to lift things, or you have to be good with weapons, and that's not necessarily the case. So the quote here is on page 172. And it says, sometimes strength is in swords and steel and fire, as we are so often made to believe. Sometimes it's found in quiet, gentle places. The way you hold someone's hands as they grieve, the way you listen to others. So I think that really shows like, hey, we have different strengths. And even though sometimes maybe some of us are not good with like giving advice, especially if like friends are going through something, maybe just being there, right? Being there, hearing them is also a form of like strength and therapy for your friend. So just a nice reminder there. I also love that both of these books have consistent writing. You know how sometimes like some books are like, book number 2 is not good or book number 3 is not good. I love both of these books, and I think again there's a consistent writing, consistent growth with the characters. They don't go out of character. if you will. So love both of these books, and I like also that to keep this like romantic feeling, there isn't a lot of like explicit scenes. And I love that you kind of just leave it to the imagination. So, any other negative thoughts I would have? No, not really. I really genuinely love this book to the max. Both books I recommend, would give it 4 stars from me. Like always, please let me know your thoughts. Did you like this book? Did you like this book? Who's your favorite character? Please comment, rate, share, and subscribe. Happy